It was a great shock to many when renowned conservationist Lawrence Anthony sadly passed away unexpectedly. With a public service held at the Moses Mabhida Stadium in Durban, attended by Chief Mangosuthu Buthelezi and former KZN Premier Ben Ngubane, it was a time to reflect on the man's great contribution to the natural world and his commitment to save both the elephant and rhino.
And oh, the laughter, that infectious laugh. I think we all know all about that.
But with a whisper, like a fairy's sigh.
Was to get people to believe and do things that was impossible.
1 week earlier, another passionate South African drove up to Lawrence's game reserve at Tula Tula to discover a little bit more about the man who has travelled the world to educate many and inspire countries into action to protect their natural heritage. Former Springbok winger James Small sat down with Lawrence to discover what has driven him to do so much good for the sake of others.
People know you as the Elephant Whisperer, not as Lawrence Anthony. I mean, it's changed a lot of people's lives. The background to that, the elephants, the connection.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, Elephant Whisperer is an amazing book. It's just done so incredibly well. I mean, I wrote the book for people in Natal to learn a little bit about our game reserve and what we were doing. That's all, and the book just went international. But it's really, the title is not really accurate because it was the elephants who did the whispering. What I did was listen, pay attention and listen. So it really, the title is not accurate. But it does show that humans and animals can connect. There's no question that can be done.
There's some form of ultimate destiny in it. There's some form of, I mean, it's almost like a selection, like the chaos that we live in has put you people, you and Alison, in the positions that you're in to affect the rest of us and educate the rest of us by action.
Yeah, James, it's just that these things are important, you know. People often say to me, you know, what is your purpose? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to change the world? And I say, I'm not trying to change the world at all. I just want to remind people of the values that are important to us as human beings. Black, white, yellow, whatever, you know. These are the values. It's important that we respect creatures like rhinoceros. You know, since 1900, I don't know, 1 million and some change have been killed. Staggering numbers. I mean, the northern white rhino just went extinct recently up in the Congo. You know, maybe there were 25,000 or 30,000, all gone. The western black rhino's gone. There were 15 or 20,000, and there's 50,000 rhinos gone. In Africa, in the last, I don't know, you know, couple of decades. So in South Africa, we think we've got 23,000 rhinos. We're safe. We've got a lot of rhinos. No. They've already taken out 3 times that number in Africa. And all those guys are moving down here now. So it's just a case of, guys, the rhinos are in trouble. They need our help. You know, this is not some sort of crazy conservationist mission. The rhinos, our rhinos are going to be gone.
You've been chatting about a book called The Last Rhino. That's another horrific story. Another, put yourself in harm's way again.
Well, you see, again, it goes back to purpose. The book is called The Last Rhinos, as you say, and it's the story of trying to prevent the extinction of the northern white rhino, of a species of rhino, and how important that is, and how this creature had been so let down by humans, and by bureaucracy, and by incompetent governments, and by all these things, and this creature is just getting itself wiped out. And how I tried to assist that, and how much I learnt by trying to do that, you know, going up to the Congo and Sudan and these areas which are crazy areas, you know.
The safest place to be.
This lifting of awareness. The time has come, man. We've got to get on the battle. We've got to start doing something about it. And I'm telling you, the battle is for the soul of this planet. Well, what sort of planet is going to be like to go forward without these creatures? They're going to go. In our lifetime, they're going to be gone.
The experience that I had this morning is something that will change my life forever, and I'll thank you for that. Just being able to walk around with the rhino and being here at Tula Tula, it's a beautiful place. And thank you for how you've changed and made me aware through the book Babylon's Ark, The Elephant Whisperer, and you as a person. Thank you. I really appreciate how you've changed my outlook on life.
Thank you.
Lawrence's legacy will live on through his Earth Trust that aims to keep dialogue open with official organisations and governments. In a private ceremony, his ashes were scattered at his favourite watering hole at his game reserve near Mpangeni.